explain something we're really excited about here, and that's the upgrade portion here. Just launched this week, and that is an opportunity to work with me and my team to jump into Narrative Fusion Cell and get the same results as we get for our clients, just kind of at your own pace and at a price that's more accessible for most people. So wanted to kind of explain that a little bit. So really, this is an opportunity. It's a mastermind, monthly mastermind, and it's an opportunity for me and my team to be able to coach you in weekly sessions. We call them jam sessions. As a drummer, I love that title. And it's a jam session where we just have a good time and we go through your copy, your sales copy, as well as your business, your offer. And we do that live as a group every single week. Super powerful. The thing that we hear from our clients that's most valuable is the ability to be able to review their copy, their sales copy, and tools and structure and all that with me and my team. And so as we kind of bring a piece of that from our client work into the mastermind here, now you get access to that every week. So really, it transforms your promotions, which require labor, right? And require starting over every time. It transforms your promotions into a story-driven system in just 40 minutes a week. We'll keep it between 40 and 60 minutes every week. So go ahead and read through this. And then if it interests you, I'm going to go do a little training here real quick. But if it interests you, go ahead and click here, and you can join the jam session. It's going to bring up a form. Make sure it only shows one in the quantity. It's $249 a month, which is it's super inexpensive as far as an investment to work with me and my team and get all of the live copy reviews, business reviews. We'll build your offer. We'll edit sales pages, emails, clear email systems, all of that in that once a week membership there. And we'll give you access to our email as well to be able to communicate with us through that. So it really is invaluable and a great price there. So go ahead and click that if you want to jump in, or if you have some questions about it, want to know if it's for you, or if you want to implement even faster and have us build it out for you, then click book a call with Russ right here. And it will take you to my calendar. Go ahead and book a time that works for you. Let's say there, confirm. I'm just going to put this in here so you can see what it looks like. Schedule the event. And I just got notification that I scheduled time with Russ. And then go ahead, fill this homework out so that we can hit the ground running. Just gives us an idea of where you're at and where you want to go. And then go ahead and finish that. We'll get on the phone and we'll talk about kind of where you want to go, where you're at, where you want to go, and how to get there fast. So that's more like done for you type stuff where we do it for you. This is where we do it as a group. And this is super affordable for everyone we talk to, really, or most people we talk to. So let's do a quick, and I want to read this last bullet here. If you're ready for a quantum leap in your business and in your life, then you should join our jam sessions. And let me explain that quantum leap. There's a book called, it's actually right here, The Quantum Leap Strategy. And it talks about, it's by Dr. Bryce Pritchett. He is the most prolific thought leader on quantum theory for business leaders and managers out there right now. And in this book, he talks about 15 laws of quantum growth. The first 3 are super applicable to you in your business right now. And that is, number 1, you need to go for a breakthrough. So if you've been struggling, you know that you could be doing something much bigger. And then that's really a sign that you're ready for a breakthrough. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Most people would complicate this. As Mozart said, true genius resides in simplicity. So consider this as an elegant solution. Barriers are imaginary. That's the first one. Number 2, quit trying harder. Dr. Pritchett says to consider how you're trapped by your own solutions. It's like struggling with those Chinese handcuffs where you put your fingers on either side, try to pull it apart, and the harder you pull apart, the tighter it becomes. Your own solutions are acting like that. And so we need to look for radically different approaches that would be easier, perhaps even feel effortless. So that's what we can help you do. And then 3, ignore the conventional approaches. Our strengths become our weaknesses because we rely too heavily on them, habitually doing what we've always done instead of seeking for the best way forward. And as the saying goes, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So if this is the question, this is the concept. If you couldn't do what you do best and were forced to try for a quantum leap, what other approaches might you take? And what I want to suggest is that you try the unconventional influence approach, and that is the approach that we teach you within the Fusion Cell. Right here within the first course is unconventional influence. You can go through all that if you haven't already. But we teach you the unconventional bottom-up influence approach, winning the hearts and minds, and being able to connect with your audience in a way that reduces the resistance and friction, because you do it without them knowing what's going on, and you do it in a way that just really lowers their resistance, opens up their mind and their hearts to what it is that you have to offer them, and then connects in a way that is uniquely desirable for them. So let's go ahead and jump into the training. So as I mentioned before, the Narrative Fusion Cell Jam Sessions is a monthly mastermind and copy review board. And it includes weekly coaching, copy edits, email sales page offers, any of that stuff. Nothing's off limits. We'll go ahead and look at it. We got 60 minutes, 40 to 60 minutes to be able to go through that stuff, and we'll do it live with you. You get full access to the NFC curriculum and quantum growth in just 40 minutes a week. That's where we're going to, again, apply those principles, go for breakthrough, quit trying harder, and ignore those conventional approaches. We talked about the Operation Christmas and that whole framework within the Unconventional Influence course. And it talked about the different iterations of Colombia's strategy to demobilize the FARC. And it started by focusing on a current behavior. At the time, the FARC was fighting, right? And then they developed some iterations. The first was a radio spot with actors, didn't work. The second one was a radio spot with real demobilized guerrillas with their voices hidden. That actually started to work. They had to pivot, though. They created, because they weren't demobilized yet, so they created Operation Christmas with 75-foot Christmas trees in the forest along strategic pathways that said, at Christmas, anything's possible, come home. And then the fourth iteration is the Operation Rivers of Light, because they saw that the jungles weren't the paths by which they were always walking. It was the rivers were the highways for travel for the FARC within the jungles. So they put tens of thousands of little plastic balls with lights in them and messages pleading for them to demobilize and come home at Christmas. And then iteration 5, Operation Bethlehem, where they put massive spotlights up to show strategic pathways and byways out of the jungle where they could escape to their safety. And so after those, they started to demobilize with each light, with each signpost along the way. They were able to demobilize more and more FARC fighters until they reached the supporting objective of peace talks. Now, as you'll see here, these two are kind of pulled together, because we know that if we reach the supporting objective, we're 95% of the way to the ultimate objective. And the ultimate objective is the target audience comes home. They demobilize and they come home. And that last operation was You're My Child, Operation You're My Child. And they focused here on this whole thing. They focused on values and vulnerabilities. The value was, the shared value was at Christmas was they wanted to come home. The vulnerability was that the FARC fighters felt as trapped as the people that they took hostage. And so they used that and to build this approach all the way through, where they regulated themselves, they communicated effectively, and they relentlessly focused on the objective all the way through to the end. This is what we teach you to do, and this is what you can do with the jam sessions. We'll teach you this. We'll review your material so that we can help you get all the way to your objective. Let's look at it. Here's a template for you. I drew this in advance. And so your template, your campaign template can look like this. Your starting point, your ending point, and your supporting objective. With the overarching theme, you need to dig in and discover your shared values with your audience and the current vulnerability that your audience currently has. Again, the shared values is, at Christmas, anything is possible. They want to come home. And then the vulnerability is they feel trapped, just like the people they hold hostage. And with those values and those vulnerabilities, they're able to create a strategy to get them to be able to create a campaign, to create movement, to create change in an audience. So they had to map out their current behaviors, mistakes, and beliefs of their target audience. And then they built out, here's your template. They built out a belief, story, lesson, and an open loop for every signpost. So say this is Operation Christmas, Rivers of Light, and Bethlehem. So with each one of these, they had a belief that they were conquering, a story to go to illustrate that belief, and a lesson from the story that identified with the belief and even overcame that erroneous belief so that they could move to the next spot, and then created an open loop at the end. Hey, look out for tomorrow because we'll be going over this belief, right? And then they went over the belief, story, lesson, open loop, belief, story, lesson, open loop with each email or with each step along their journey and until the purchase. And you notice here, the purchase isn't the final step. Purchase is the supporting objective, because the objective is to deliver and have a successful client, because a successful client helps you get more clients, right? Online, if you don't help your clients and you're not good at helping them, if you don't help them get the transformation you're promising, then that word's going to spread real fast and you're going to stop getting clients. It's going to get harder and harder as you get bigger and bigger. So we want to look through the purchase to the delivery and the successful transformation of your client. And we're going to capture that in a clear offer so that they see that after that, as soon as they purchase, we're already getting them to their ultimate objective through our offer. And then again, we set this up in a way where we regulate our own behavior daily. We communicate effectively all along this pathway, and we focus on the objective, which is the transformation of your happy clients. So I hope that was helpful. Went through kind of what the jam sessions look like. I would love to see you. Me and my team would love to see you in here and love to see you on the jam session calls. Those are every week. And just super excited to be able to engage and help you transform your life, transform your business, transform your messaging, your campaigns. And I was going to show you this. We work with Keep. We're certified partners with Keep, and we can build out campaigns, simple, advanced, because really what's great about Keep is you can build out campaigns, not just for marketing, not just for advertising, but to simplify your life, because it's cheaper to hire software than it is to hire teammates sometime until you're able to hire full teams and build that team out. So, and you can work and build the team out using automations in both. It usually goes labor, system, automation, and that's how we teach it, and that's how we help you do it. But so we can build these out. We can help you do that. And that's we can give you templates and port those into your apps. So that's part of your jam session membership. We're excited to see you there. Again, just click on the jam session link and go ahead and sign up, jump in, and we'll get you off and running. Thanks. See you inside.